One of the early quest objectives will ask you to escape tap. To complete it, start by reaching the end of the corridor and use the right passage. At the end of the next part, you will need to turn to the right. Then pass through the small doorway by crouching or sliding. In this room, follow the red lights in order to find the next doorway. Immediately after, jump over the obstacle and reach the passage with the green lights. Before the door will close, you have to slide under it. Then pass through the lit up corridor to the right. Then approach the right side of the rubbles and use the charge jump. Next, proceed a little bit further, staying to the left, and jump on top of the collapsed floor. Use a melee attack in order to destroy the vent and pass through. At the end of it, use the passage to the left, and immediately after turn to the right. At the end of the passage, use the staircase and then turn to the left. This will allow you to find a vent with the caution on top of it you have to explore. At the end of it, you will need to use a melee attack in order to open the exit. Now jump down and start running through the right corridor. After several obstacles, you will find a door that will start closing and you have to pass through it by sliding. At the end of the next corridor, you will need to turn to the right and jump through the collapsed floor. Then reach the highlighted vent and jump through it. Immediately after, turn around and speak with the Navi on the other side of the rubbles. At the end of the conversation, turn around and pass through the left door highlighted by a green light. In the next room, approach the highlighted vent door and jump down. Proceeding further, you will need to turn 2 times to the left and 1 time to the right. Then, after a long hallway, you will need to jump up through the collapsed floor. Then, by crouching, pass through the small hallway in the left side of the wall. Then go upstairs and reach the zone 1 where you have to turn to the right. Behind the next door, you have to reach the left corner of the room in order to pass on the other side of the glass. Now reach the light rays you will notice at the end of the passage. Here you will need to destroy a vent you have to pass through. Here you will need to turn to the left in order to find a passage on the left side of the pipes. This will lead you toward a guarded room where you will be taught how to use your stealth abilities. To pass through this area, jump down and after crouching, go to the right. Here you will need to pass through the highlighted doorway. Then turn to the left and pass through the rubbles and go upstairs to the left. At the end of this passage, you will find a door you have to pass through. In the next room, you have to pass through the right corridor highlighted with a white light. Now proceed straight forward until the end of the corridor where you will notice a staircase you have to use to the left. Immediately after, you will find a door with the green lights you have to pass through. Then, after a short staircase, approach the door to the left. To open this one, you will need to interact with the electrical panel to its left. This will fix the door that will automatically open immediately after, on the other side of which you have to turn to the right. At this point, jump down from the platform and proceed along the left side of the rubbles. This will lead you toward a door that will open after you will approach it. In the next area, you have to go to the left. Staying along the right side of the corridor, you will be able to pass through the rubble and access another area to the left. While at the end of the corridor, you will need to jump through the broken wall. Immediately after, on the left side of this room, you will find a passage through an opened window, at the end of which there will be a door to the left you have to pass through. Then, at the left end of this room, there will be a small passage you have to use. Then turn to the right and you will find another door on the left. Behind it, approach the next door and it will start a cutscene, at the end of which you have to destroy the vent immediately in front of you. While in the next room, you have to use the device to the right in order to get on top of the pipes. Follow the one going up, and at the end of it you will need to jump down through the hole. Here you will need to crouch in order to be able to pass through the small passage. Reach the lit up area and jump down through the pipeline maintenance hallway. Here along the left side you will find a small hole between the pipes to use. In the next room, use the door in the left corner. Immediately after using the three routes, you'll be able to reach a higher passage. Here you have to get at the end of the vent. Then turn to the right and run toward the light. This will finally allow you to get outside of the facility. At this point you need to follow the river in order to complete the quest objective.